In what has become one of the most talked about football controversies of the season, former Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp has reportedly sent a powerful and emotional message to Trent Alexander-Arnold, the former Liverpool right back, who now plays for Real Madrid. Klopp, who managed the defender throughout his rise to global stardom, is said to be deeply disappointed by Trent's decision to leave Liverpool for Madrid in a high-profile transfer that stunned the football world. The message, described by many as brutal but heartfelt, captured Klopp's frustration and sadness. The former manager reminded Trent that Liverpool was the club that gave him everything, from the first professional contract to international recognition, and that turning his back on that legacy for money and glamour would have long-term consequences. Klopp's words reportedly echoed through the football community. "Trent, I have always believed in you more than anyone. I gave you the platform when many doubted your ability to defend. I made you a leader in front of the Kop, and Liverpool made you a man. But if you think money and fame in Madrid can replace what Anfield gave you, you are wrong. You may shine for a moment, but the light that Liverpool gave you will never shine the same way again." The German tactician, who left Liverpool at the end of his own storied era, was known for his fierce loyalty to players who shared his emotional bond with the club. Klopp reportedly could not hide his disappointment that Trent, a Scouser born and raised in Liverpool, had chosen to join Real Madrid, the very team that once broke Liverpool's Champions League dreams on several occasions. When Trent Alexander-Arnold announced his move to Real Madrid, many Liverpool fans were in disbelief. The academy graduate, who joined Liverpool as a 6-year-old, had long been seen as the heartbeat of the team's identity under Klopp. He embodied the Liverpool spirit, passionate, proud, and deeply connected to the city. But according to reports, the transfer was financially motivated. Madrid's lucrative offer, coupled with promises of a new challenge, tempted Trent to leave the club that had defined his entire career. For Jurgen Klopp, this was more than just a transfer. It was a betrayal of values. The German had always spoken about the Liverpool way, a philosophy built on loyalty, humility, and passion. To see one of his most trusted players choose money over love was in his eyes a devastating blow. There are players who leave for trophies, and there are players who leave for love. But when a player leaves for money, they forget the soul of football, and once you lose that, you never find it again. The relationship between Klopp and Alexander-Arnold was once of football's most admired. Klopp nurtured Trent from a teenager into one of the best right-backs in the world. He built his system around Trent's creativity, allowing him to express himself freely on the pitch. Trent, under Klopp, became a Champions League and Premier League winner, breaking assist records for a defender and earning global recognition. The manager often praised his intelligence, leadership, and technical brilliance, calling him a once-in-a-generation talent. But even the strongest bonds can break under the weight of modern football's temptations. Klopp reportedly felt that Trent's decision to move to Madrid was a reflection of how money and fame have corrupted football's purity. Football used to be about heart and family. Liverpool gave you both. You were not just a player, you were our son. But when you walk away from that for a paycheck, you lose something you will never buy back: respect. Since joining Real Madrid, Trent's journey has not been smooth. Spanish media reports claim he has struggled to adapt to the defensive systems at Madrid and has faced criticism from fans and pundits alike. His once commanding presence at Anfield seems to have faded into uncertainty in Spain. Meanwhile, Liverpool have continued to rebuild under Arne Slot, with players like Alexis Mac Allister and Ryan Gravenberch stepping into leadership roles. The team's recent 1-0 victory over Madrid in the Champions League, in which Mac Allister scored the winner, added salt to the wound for Trent, who was booed by Liverpool fans upon his return to Anfield. Klopp reportedly watched that match and felt a mix of sadness and vindication. Sources close to him say he told friends, "He chose the bright lights of Madrid, but the fire of Anfield will burn longer." Sometimes players forget that love is more powerful than money. Klopp's message to Trent has been described by insiders as painful but necessary. The German, known for his emotional honesty, did not mince words about what he saw as the ultimate mistake in Trent's career. "You had everything here: family, history, legacy. You were the future captain, the symbol of the new generation. Liverpool made you, and when you turn your back on that, you didn't just walk away from a club, you walked away from who you are." Klopp's message went further, hinting that players who chase financial gain over emotional belonging often end up regretting it. I have seen great players make wrong choices. Some regret it quietly, some never recover. Trent, you will realize one day that Anfield was not just a stadium, it was your soul. Liverpool supporters have been split in their reaction. Some fans believe Trent had the right to pursue a new challenge after years of service, while others feel betrayed that one of their own could leave for Madrid, a club many in Merseyside still associate with painful memories. Social media has been flooded with emotional posts, with one fan writing, "Trent was our pride, our Scouser. Klopp built him from the ground up. To see him walk away for money feels like losing a brother." Klopp is right. Some players forget where they come from. Liverpool gave Trent everything, the fame, the trophies, the love. He turned his back on it for a paycheck. Jurgen Klopp has always stood for loyalty above all else. During his tenure, he often said, "Liverpool is not a club you join for money, it's a club you join for love." And his message to Trent reflects the same principle that guided his management philosophy, that true success in football comes from emotional connection, not financial reward. Even after leaving Liverpool, Klopp's influence continues to shape the club's identity. His message to Trent is a reminder that Liverpool's spirit runs deeper than contracts or transfer fees. It's about belonging, passion, and pride. Klopp's final line in his message reportedly summed up his feelings with both sadness and wisdom. One day, Trent will understand what he lost, and when he does, it will be too late, because Liverpool's love, once lost, is never replaced. As the story continues to dominate headlines, one thing remains clear. Jurgen Klopp's bond with Liverpool is eternal. His message to Trent Alexander-Arnold is not just a criticism, it's a warning and a reflection of his undying love for a club and a player who once shared his passion. In football, money can buy fame, trophies, and comfort, but not legacy. And in Klopp's eyes, Trent's legacy at Liverpool may have ended the moment he chose Madrid. For Klopp, loyalty will always outweigh luxury, and for Trent, the echoes of the Kop and the love of Anfield may haunt him long after the cheers of Madrid fade away.